Welcome back, everybody, to the Oshay Duke Jackson main channel. I am your host, Oshay Duke Jackson. Now, I want to welcome for those who are already in the live stream. Come on in and like the video if you can. I do know that a great deal of the audience is not able to be here right now because of work or anything like stuff like that. So for our restreaming or our replay Black audience, I want to also welcome you to the show. Today, I have a very, very wonderful guest. I see we already got a dislike on the video. And we have a really, really controversial topic, if you will, but a topic that people in the Black community like to talk about. And I gave my personal assessment of this topic. The brother that I have right now has a different opinion of mine. So I want to let him build on his opinion. And the topic is, yes, you can be pro-Black and marry a white person. But today I have a very, I would say, up and coming in this sector, YouTube. Brother from Australia of Ghanian Decent. His name is Chief Dryno. He's actually in Australia right now, and he was nice enough to come on and speak with us. What's going on, Chief?
What's good, family? What's good? I am very excited to be on the show with you, Oshay. You are, an awesome brother, and I am very happy to be connected with you. Can you hear me, Oshay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. So I am very, very happy to be connected with you, and we spoke together when you were in Kenya.
Yeah,
I came to visit Kenya, and we spoke. Yeah, so I am very, very excited.
Okay.
And as Dr. Mumbi says, building bridges, and that's what we're doing.
Briefly before we start in the video, kind of tell people about. I mean, obviously you're living in Australia. You're of Ghanaian descent, and you do have a YouTube channel. What is your YouTube channel about, and what's your purpose of being on the YouTube platform?
I do have my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel's name is Chief Dryno. It's actually one word, so Chief Dryno. And my purpose on YouTube is to promote Africa and to introduce Africa as something that is not new to everybody else, and this to dispel the misconception about Africa, because I was born in Africa. My family were privileged to move and settle in Australia because of my dad's work, and I've been in Australia since. But I've always missed Africa. I've always wanted to go back at the right time, and I will certainly do that. So I decided to be honest, I am very sick and tired of the ignorance and the rhetoric on YouTube about Africa.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel compelled to say educate people and dispel the misconceptions about Africa.
Yeah,
that's why I started my channel.
Okay, and me and you started off on the wrong foot because I was one of those people you felt that was had some not nice things to say about Africa, and that's how we ended up kind of becoming friends. It's interesting. Me and a few people like that. Super Size 75 was like that. Information Man. We kind of started off on the wrong foot, but it's good. You're a good brother, man. You're always in Black YouTube, and I'm glad that you're here today. Let's talk about this topic. Me and you were talking on the phone. We were going to do a show anyway on being Black in Australia, which we'll still do. Yeah. But I was telling you my opinions as an African American about being pro-Black. And I personally feel that you can't be that and be with a white person or a non-Black person, but you have a difference of an opinion.
Of course.
Why is that opinion different from mine and other African Americans who may feel like me?
Yeah, because it's all social conditioning. Everyone is a product of the environment. So you are taught to do things according to your own strengths, and not to rely on other people. One thing about being a human being is self-governance and independence. You should be able to do things you know, for yourself and by yourself, regardless of any external influences. So you can definitely be pro-black with a white woman. And I'll cite an example with Kwame Nkrumah,
Okay.
the father of Pan-Africanism. His wife was Egyptian,
Okay.
white Egyptian. So he did everything he wanted to do without his wife interfering, in his business. So we could start with that.
Okay, let's talk about that. That's a very, very strong argument using Kwame Nkrumah. What are some of the things that Kwame Nkrumah did that has influenced? Because if you say that he's the father of Pan Africanism, what did he do that influenced the scape of Pan Africanism in your opinion, positively?
Positively, he gained independence. Firstly, he gained independence for Ghana, and Ghana was the first African country to gain independence in 1957, and that sent a shockwave through the British Empire. And then subsequently, other African countries started getting their independence, and Kwame Nkrumah was heavily involved in the efforts of freeing Africa from European imperialism. So I mean, that's what he did.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you this. African Americans, you're making a point on the phone. Mm-hmm. We look at, to us, if we say white supremacy exists, yes, and the white people are responsible for what has happened to black people, whether it be in Africa or in Brazil or in black communities. For many of us who have the same stance as me, to be married to a white person, and if you don't agree that white supremacy exists, it doesn't matter. If it doesn't exist, fine. But if you say white supremacy is an existence, colorism is an existence, white beauty standard is an existence, all this is a part of white supremacy. And to marry a white person and then produce a child that's going to have these advantages due to white supremacy is against the narrative. What is your statement? What is your argument against people who have that stance?
Okay, I would like to say that mentality is really old. Okay, because we, the young generation, don't really want to hear that. We want a world. We want to wake up to a world that is everyone's holding hands, everyone is united. But for us to keep on perpetuating such stereotypes and negativity, it's not going to get us anywhere. So yeah, I mean, if I should get with a white woman, okay, I don't look at it as I see a human being. Okay, I'll work with anyone that will work with me. I identify with anyone that identify with me, regardless of the skin color. Okay, because as an African, okay, I see myself as an African first. Like we spoke on the phone, my dad is African American, my mom is from Ghana, right? I see myself as African first. Okay. And then I believe that most Africans believe that everybody came from Africa. Okay. So we see everybody else as African. We unlike the African American, I know the narrative where we know what is had happened to our family in Americas, and we know there's a lot of disconnect between there's a line drawn between black and white in America, but it's not like that everywhere else. In Australia, it's not like that. You're not seeing, even though it's obvious, your skin color is obvious, but it's not pointed out. It's not the topic of the day. everyone just is trying to do their work, live their life, and just enjoy being a human being.
Let me ask you some. You said that theory is outdated,
Yeah.
and I mean, I don't know if you said ignorant because I'm getting old, but I know you said outdated. But what is outdated? Why is it outdated? Because there are certain groups that practice, these things now, and they're very successful. But the Chinese feel the same way. There are other groups that are successful that feel the same way. Why would they? I mean, they wouldn't suggest that it would be dated. So, in your opinion, why is it that people feel like this? Why is it? Is it dated or is it ignorant? What's your theory behind how you feel?
I feel that it's a lot of it is ignorance as well as is it being outdated because in a society like Australia, okay, everyone is trying to be a progressive, okay. Everyone wants to make a change, make the world a better place. At least I know that. I grew up, in a very white neighborhood and slowly, watched it, become a multicultural society. So, you know, we've learned to embrace everyone, and if you are someone who hates diversity, you wouldn't really like it here in Australia because everyone embraces diversity. It's the beauty here that every weekend there's something new in the city you can go to. There's a festival in the city you can go to. Every culture is displaying their, every ethnicity is displaying their culture and heritage, and it's a very beautiful thing to see. So for you to have that sort of mentality where you you don't want to say mingle with anybody, you want to be an isolationist, it's not going to be a really good thing for you to say.
Let me ask you this. And guys, we have 176 people viewing right now. Some of y'all are gonna get fired today for sure, because y'all not at work. What you supposed to do? I see Anthony Brian Logan is in here. Uh, Anthony Brian Logan, right?
Oh yeah, ABL.
Yeah, he's in here on his fuckery. So
Yeah.
so ABL, stop the fuckery. Okay, let's do this. Guys, get the likes up on the video. We have a very good guest, my brother Chief Dryno. These discussions are needed because everybody in the black community doesn't feel the same way that I do or that you do.
Yeah.
Get the likes up. This is his first interview, I think, with the like a major YouTuber in black YouTube. So he's doing very.
Yeah.
Get the likes up
Oh,
here.
thank you. I am feeling the nerves actually.
Yeah. No, it's
I
okay.
wasn't as nervous with you before on the phone, but
Yeah, it's
I
these
try not to look at the
niggas.
chat. But
They ain't gonna rob you. They ain't gonna rob you. So let's talk about this real quick. Tell me, there were some differences between white people. Let's say, you say that there are differences between white people in Britain, white people in the United States, white people in Australia, and these European influences and their thought processes towards blacks make it so that these blacks in different places don't feel the same towards them.
yeah.
Let's talk about that because this is an interesting point. Why do you feel that white people in Australia are different than white people in Britain, who are different than white people in the United States?
Yeah, it's a strategy, Oshay. It's simple as divide and conquer. You know, it's a strategy where different people, you know, white imperialism is tailored to whatever society there is. So say the African American society is quite militant, so the white dominance will be tailored towards that society, to the kind of energy they receive from the black community in America is what they're going to put out to them. So in Australia, there's no way, white Australians are threatened by black Australians. So for the most part, white black Australians are sort of like, negligible. The population is not even 1%. So whites are comfortable. Okay, they're comfortable where, like you mentioned before, right? I don't deny this white supremacy. Okay, there are certain people who feel that they should be supreme above everybody else, but it gets to a point where complacency gets in the way, even for someone who is a loser becomes complacent in losing.
Okay.
Okay, so white people have got to a point where they don't feel that they need to dominate anymore. They've got to a point here in Australia. They've got to a point where they can share whatever they've got. So it's not so much of a competition here. Whereas in America, where the black population is 40%, 40%, 13%, 40 million
13%.
people.
Yeah.
40 million people. Okay, that's twice the population of Australia. Okay, so Black America alone is a nation on its own. So if Black America should pull away from white America, it's going to be a lot of trouble. So these things are tailored according to whichever society these people find themselves in. So that's what I'll say to that. If I missed any question, please repeat.
Oh, you're doing fine. Let's do this, guys. Do me a favor. Chief Dryno is in the motherfucking building.
Yeah, what's up? What's up, Doug? Doug is here.
Shout out to Dr. Doug, Dr. Deacon Doug. My star, our head moderator over here in the manosphere. 100 anxious people watching. Do me a favor, Chief Dryno. He's getting his YouTube content creator feet wet. So we're gonna be bringing the brother on, promoting the brother. He's always in Black YouTube. He's on Netter's channel. He's on my channel, Dynasty's channel, Wody Maya. So we talked to the brother on the phone. Talked to him when I was there in Kenya. He's a good brother, and he's a very bright brother. So we'll be talking to him and doing a lot of builds with him. I'll read the super chats out here, and thank you so much, BMT. Let me ask you this: how is it that if you marry a white woman, right? I know me as an African American.
Yeah.
I marry a white woman, go back to the Black community, you're done. No doubt about it, done. There's no done. Finished. All right, done.
Disowned.
No doubt about it. Even if you give money, done. But Africans, like I talked to this brother in Serbia who I'm be working with. He's married to he's a Nigerian dude. He was living in the US. His wife was from Serbia. And it's totally different. Why is it that the African can, you can go back to Ghana with a white wife and, in your tribe, you're the shit. And if I go back to Black America, they're going to be throwing, goddamn cans of beans at me and shit.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
Like I said, right, everyone is a product of the environment.
Okay.
In Africa, Africans never see the fight for Africa has started over 3,000 years. It's been going on for over 3,000 years. Long before the Europeans found the Americas. Okay, they've always been in Africa. So Africans are very much aware of the Europeans. The more you fight these people, they're like orcs, right? The more you fight them, the more they keep coming at you. They never learn to quit. So it's like love is what conquers everything. Okay. Africans have got to a point where I think they're just tired. They're just tired of fighting. They want to unite. And it's just a human nature that Africans being the first, humans on Earth, it's just innate that they would love everybody else, and even love their enemies. Like I say this, right? The Bible was not written until the Europeans went to Africa. The 1611 King James Version. Okay. Everything they learn, to write down, they learn it from Africa. So, Africa in Africa, yes, it's true, because there's so much, conflict between the invaders, and the native Africans. They feel that love is the only way. Love is the only way. That's why when you're an African and you marry a white person, you we all see it as a really good thing, because you are able to build a bridge between you and your enemy, and you are able to love your enemy, or your enemy's daughter, or your enemy is allowed his daughter to marry you, or his son to marry you. So we see that as a very positive thing. So we can't be loggerheads all the time. We can't be fighting each other, because in this war, we will not win. It's only through love that we can win. So I'll say that.
That's a very interesting perspective. Let me do this. Let me shout out to some of the people on the super chat, and I have a really good question about how Australians are treated the Black Aboriginals. Is that not white supremacy at its finest? But let me do this. Let me go ahead and
yeah, I can answer that if you want.
Okay, hold on. Let me just shout out some shit. Guys, do me a favor, get the likes up on the video. We're here with Chief Dryno here, all the way from Australia. All right. So Poland and Australia teamed up today. God damn it. The white man won. Nice. I blame him for this shit. All right, McCall. Sup, everyone. Thanks, brother. Josiah, has there ever been a white chief lead a black village ever in Africa? I don't know. That's a fun question, though.
I can answer that.
Go ahead.
Yeah. There's been white chiefs in Ghana. Yeah. You can look it up. White people have been made chiefs in Ghana. And, when you study the history of the Ashanti and the British, they fought many wars. I think the last war was the British Ashanti War was in 1901 or 1909, something like that. And that was when the British finally destroyed the Ashanti Empire. Okay, because these people never quit. They kept fighting until the Europeans brought the most superior weapons, and conquered the Ashantis and burned down the Ashanti Palace. But when you know that you are a defeated person, the only way you can win is to show love.
Wait. Yeah. Being defeated and then show love? How do you? Tell me how that works. How does that work? You're getting your ass kicked. Yeah. Mr. White Man. Oh my God! No! Oh no!
First of all, you have to accept defeat. Okay, you have to accept defeat. You have to first of all accept defeat, because if you do not accept defeat, you're gonna keep suffering, the beating. So to be smart, okay, a smart person will accept defeat, okay, even at least pretend, and recoup, get strong, and then come back at your enemy. But then if your numbers have dwindled and you're still fighting, you're just gonna get exterminated, I would say. So I think the love that Africans have shown towards Europeans is what has saved them. Because when I look at it, okay, Europeans or Eurasians have always wanted Africa. Yeah. Africa is always the prize of Europe and Asians. So the only way to save yourself from being exterminated, okay, is to be friends with your enemy. And you can share. Okay? You can share, and together, you can coexist. And this is how I see it.
So, do you think intermixing blacks, Africans marrying with whites is actually a benefit?
Of course it is. Of course it is. For the human race. Of course it is. You know. Of course it is. I'll be honest. Africans are very tribalistic, but Africans are not racist. Like I stated before, everybody came from Africa. Everybody came from Africa. Africa produced everybody else. So for the most part, Africans see everybody else as a human part of the human family. So we can all coexist. What was the other part of the question? Sorry.
So is again, what are some of the other things? Because like if Africans are going to have their own shit, then this child, the white and the African, what is that child then?
Okay.
Because white people don't want nothing to do with this child, by the way.
You can say that, but not all.
Okay. What would you say the majority?
I don't know majority of white people, but
could you give an educated guess? You don't know them, but what would you think?
I'll say much of Australia will accept the other half.
Would they consider this baby? You have a baby with white Becky.
White person.
And would they say, "Oh, this is a white baby. Oh my God, this is a part of us."
No, they're not going to say. See, this is the misconception, right?
Okay.
Because I stated this before, right? In Australia, right, because there's no competition. Okay, there's absolutely no competition. The black race in Australia is not competing with the white race. Okay, the white people totally own everything. Okay, they've taken it over. The black race have been defeated. Okay, so where the white people, right? They're now complacent. I wouldn't say complacent, but I'll say they're comfortable. Okay, they've evolved from being the barbaric state, from coming from that barbaric state, trying to grab everything, kill people and take over their shit. Okay, now they don't need to do that anymore. Okay, now they've got to a stage where they want to share everything they've got, and for the most part, right, the offsprings my age, they don't want to hear anything about racism. They don't want to hear anything about this person is. They just want to go party with whoever, have a good time. Okay, they don't even think about tomorrow. So this is what it's gotten to. Okay, and when everyone can see everyone as a human being and enjoy life, it becomes a very beautiful thing. So I see it all the time here in Australia, especially. Okay, the men here are marrying Asian women. Okay, and it's very, very acceptable.
Okay, so when you say the man here, like white men.
Yes.
Okay.
White men are predominantly marrying Asian women, and yeah, it's it's not like I care about it, but yeah, it is what it is here. So it is what the society has come to. Everyone is mixing here in Australia.
So let me ask you this, because it seems like I'm not have to call Wodi Maya. I think Wodi Maya would be more closer to your thought process than he is closer to mine.
Of course, Wodi Maya is from Ghana, and I'm from Ghana.
Yeah.
So that's why I stated before, right? Everyone is a product of the environment. In Ghana, right? We there's something that we give props to the European colonization for is Ghana consists of many ethnic groups. The Akan is the predominant group. Okay, but there are people from North Africa, people from other parts of West Africa, becoming one nation, you know, and all these people came together to get rid of the European. So that formed the unity and bond between, you know, amongst Ghanaians. All right, so we understand what unity can bring, unity and love. We understand what that can bring, and it's a very common thing in Ghana. You know, Ghana did not, all the wars we fought, all the wars Ghana fought against the Europeans. Okay, they eventually lost all of them. You know, and it was through Nkrumah's. You know, Nkrumah was educated by the British. You know, Nkrumah was given a scholarship by the British. So if these people hate you so much, they're not going to do that for you. You know,
hold on one
they're
second.
not going to do that for you. So.
Hey, you niggas in the chat. Don't tell me to ask shit to nobody. You know what's up in this motherfucker. What is it? It's called Super Chat, nigga. That's what it is called. If you want me to ask a question, that's what it's called. No, nigga, ask YouTube to pull out your credit card and put your goddamn shit in there and the question to come up on the goddamn screen. That's what this is about. Get his ass out of here. Let's go. To the wall. Let's go. Now, you women moderators in here talking shit, I'm going to take every woman moderator and put your ass on the wall. Because one of y'all came in here. Now, if you're not a moderator on this channel, that just means you didn't comment on the live stream after I did promotions. Even one of my brothers was in here that super chatted, McCall, and I put him a moderator on this channel. So if you come in here with that bullshit, you're going to go to the wall too. All the way to the goddamn wall. This is my motherfucking channel, and you don't fucking tell me what to do on my shit. This is my shit. I'm a legend in Black YouTube, goddammit. I'm one of the all-time greats in this motherfucker. I'm a Hall of Famer. I'm on the Negro YouTube Hall of Fame. Goddammit, I'm a legend in this motherfucker. Don't you ever come in here questioning me. Whoa, let's go. All right, brother. Good to see you there.
I'm here.
Yes, I had to handle some of these Negroes in the chat room. But let me ask you this.
Yeah.
When we come to Africans and Black Americans working together,
yeah,
the way that Wode Maya thinks, in a way that like the people that you know most niggas I fuck with think, we on totally different spectrums of the game. Even like Dr. Moonby, I'm shocked at her.
Yeah.
Because she thinks more like we think.
Yeah.
So Africans work together and like African Americans are trying to leave Africa, those that want to do that, because they don't want nothing to do with like, look, we don't want to be marrying white people like that. We don't want to be doing that shit. Like we don't want to be in it. That's the reason why Black people are trying to go to Africa, those that are going, to not have to deal with white folks. And then you have the Ghanaians and the West Africans who like look at white people as like, oh no, this is we're
it's not always the
happy family. We're happy family. Oh. Like, how can we coexist when we got two different people? We feeling different.
Yeah. Yeah. I totally understand you, Oshay. I completely understand you. It's not always the case that everybody just, want to hold hand and sing kumbaya. But for the most part, okay, like I stated before, it's love that conquers everything. Okay. So the most hardy, African will probably don't want to have anything to do with white people, but the very educated people, the very educated African will see it as an opportunity to elevate, to do something greater than himself or what they would do. So, people like Watermaya and or Dr. Mumbi, my father doesn't wouldn't want to be a white woman. Obviously, that's why he came to Africa, right, and go with my mother. But I differ because it's a new new era. I try to see the positive side. I identify with anyone who identifies with me. And it is what it is. We can't coexist. But if you're thinking you are gonna run to Africa to escape white people, think again, because
Yeah,
these
you're right.
people,
You're right.
these people will never stop until you give them a hug. Okay, all they want is that they want to know that black people love them, and they'll do anything. They'll do anything for it. So black people need to understand that you know we have the power. We are the progenitors of everybody else. We built this human race. Everybody else came from Africa. So we need to accept what we've produced. Would you kill your son because he's disrespected you? No, you wouldn't do that. It's better to be a prodigal son than to be disowned. So it is what it is. Yeah.
Before we do this, hold on a second. I'm reading the super chat. There was a certain white person that was in here trying to tell people what's pro-black. I don't give a fuck how comfortable you feel. Don't you ever bring your white ass in this chat talking about what is pro-black. That you will get banned on my shit. Don't fuck around. Listen. Don't get comfortable, nigga. I'm letting you know. I take that shit very fucking serious. Do not bring your white ass over here talking about what is pro-black and you ain't black. You will get your ass cussed up. I'm not gonna say the person's name. I'm trying to be cool, but that really rubbed me the wrong way. Y'all, how can you feel you so comfortable, nigga? This is don't get fucked up. I'm just letting you know. Next time you will get roasted for an hour. Do not take that shit somewhere else. You're not coming over here with that bullshit. This is the black manosphere. You know what that is? Black. You know what black? Nigga, the Negroes. Hot sauce, barbecue sauce, shooting dice, chicken, collard greens, black consciousness. How you gonna tell a black person what? Get your white ass on. Get your white ass on. Get your ass out of here with that bullshit. We ain't coming over there to you talking about how to play chess or what do white folks do? Eat broccoli or play golf? You ain't gonna see us bowling tips and shit. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, man. Y'all get too comfortable over here. God damn it. Got a few different black dicks. Now you want to comment on black. Get out of here. That bullshit. Motherfuckers. All right. God bless you. So let me ask you this.
Ask me, no shit.
Brother. I disagree with like damn near everything that you're saying, but it's a perspective that we need to understand because a lot of Africans feel like you. When I meet Africans, they have your perspective, except for some South Africans. They seem to be a little bit more, again, because of the situation.
Yes.
Has the white man colonized and weakened the mind of the African, in your opinion?
Of course. You see, in a world where, the white man needs us. Okay, if the white man didn't need us, we would have been exterminated. That's for sure. They need us. Okay, but they've, manipulated our minds, especially for us. They don't want to fight us anymore because, a lot of people think Africans are pussies. Africans.
Would they be wrong?
Oh, they're very wrong. Very, very wrong.
Why is that?
Because Africans haven't got any problem fighting the white man. Okay? People would say that you would think Europe is the bloodiest continent, but I think the bloodiest continent is Africa. Okay, especially what's going on in Congo. They've never stopped since the white man stepped foot there. Over 10 million people were killed by, King Leopold's army and his minions, right? And the war is still on, just for the resources in Congo. So, sorry, repeat the question again.
I mean,
I just got sidetracked a bit.
it seems like, from your perspective,
Yes.
Africans are not trying to. This is kind of how some Black Americans feel Africans. Like Africans, like, in compared to African Americans, they're not about it. Like, they ain't ready to fight. They scared. You say that that's not the case, but then why is there so much white acceptance? I mean, Africa has seen what white people will do, have done. Even when I was in Kenya, to get into certain parts, think about this. In the elephant adoption part, me, Wody Mai, and Dr. Mumi, we were paying white people to get in. And I asked them, I said, where are you guys from? They said, from Kenya. I said, no. Where are you really from? They looked at me like, yeah, bitch, where you from? Like, you're not from here. So where the fuck you from? I'm from Kenya. No. Where were you from? They don't make white folks in Kenya. I know that. They make everything else. Giraffes, zebras, but they don't make white motherfuckers here. So where the fuck you from? And why am I paying you to get into this goddamn park? So, I mean, even white people in Africa, man, they live better. They live like gods. You know? So Africans, they see this shit. To me, that would, like, this is not even before colonization. It's like after. You go there right now, white people in Kenya are living like fucking the best. Accra, Kampala. They don't see anything there's a problem with
that? This is what it is. Okay. Where there's always competition, okay, that's when it's a problem. But when there's no competition, there's no problem. Everyone just goes on about with their lives. You know, like, white people have always wanted to be in Africa because they feel it's their home. Okay, who are Africans to deny them? Like, South Africa organized or was allowed to organize the World Cup in 2010, right?
Okay.
Okay. The opening line was "Welcome home." If you can recollect. All right. Africa is always embracing that this is a beautiful continent. Okay, if we can argue about the size of Africa, but I think Africa is a very massive continent. Okay, there's plenty of room for everybody else, and we can all coexist. You know, and in unity, we can all live together. Europeans have always wanted to come to Africa. They've always wanted to live in Africa. It's the only continent where you can experience all 4 seasons. I mean, from north to south, you know, it snows in Africa. You know, everything happens in Africa, and you know, the weather in Africa is just so conducive for life. There's nowhere else in the world that is so conducive for human beings to originate, to live, than Africa. So these people, they want to live there. They're not going to stop until you accept them. So it's kind of like the prodigal son. Okay. It's got to a point where they're like, we're here, you know, so take us. So yeah. So when it becomes competitive, and that's when the conflict comes. But a lot of these societies like Ghana, okay, they've understood that, you know, conflict is another way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's why Ghana is the champion in the unity of Africa. You know, the ECOWAS was, you know, spearheaded in Ghana. The OAU was spearheaded from Ghana. You know, a lot of you know, I know the UN is not a very good organization to speak about, but Ghana is very big, you know, in supporting the UN. You know, so I think it is probably a Ghanaian thing, but you know, I may not be the best person to speak about this, but from my perspective, I think that Ghanaians have got to a very high level of understanding. You know, that they feel that it's better to welcome people and accept people than, you know, fight and drive people away. So.
Okay, here is where I believe now. And guys, listen, y'all know I'm about diversity of thought. Everybody in the black community or black community worldwide is not the same. I will say this brother is always supporting content creators. The brother is always doing what he can to build with Africans. He just has a different opinion. But the brother, I'll tell you one thing: he's in information shows chat. He's in my chat. He's in Signetters chat. He supports. He calls into the shows and stuff. Like he loves Africa. Just people have differences of opinion. Okay, this is what I will say. And we got to start as black people welcoming ideas and being able to disagree without calling names. Here's what I disagree with. White people have shown us time and time again, wherever that they are and wherever we are, we get the shitty end of the stick. I don't think there's anywhere where white people have came or have took niggas from when where they are and where we are on the same playing field. It's never been done. I think for me, and this is one of the reasons why, like, I'm gonna do a video tonight about Luke Cage being canceled off of Netflix. Let me go on my rant real quick, brother. Just give me 2 minutes, okay? I gotta give these niggas a rant. A lot of y'all niggas are upset. Y'all mad. Why did they cancel Netflix? You know they was gonna cancel that. They don't want to see you looking masculine, and I agree with everything what Obsidian said. But the reason why they canceled this shit is because you put that kind of series in Marvel's hands. You niggas won't create shit like that and push it or support it. So therefore, when you leave it up to the white man to decide something about you, of course he's going to cancel it because you niggas are lazy when it comes to putting out your own shit. And the white man knows that. Why in the fuck would anybody put something out about your black ass when you won't put it out for your motherfucking self? I will cancel that shit too. And you want to get mad at Netflix? Nigga, Netflix don't owe you a motherfucking thing. They don't owe you shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? How many times they got to keep showing your black ass how they feel about you? Nigga, they don't owe you a motherfucking thing. The fuck wrong with you, nigga? You crazy. If you want to be mad, I don't give a fuck if that show. It's their shit. They own it, not you. It's theirs. So why you mad? You ain't gonna go put up another one. How many times white folks got to keep telling you motherfuckers that they don't give a fuck about you niggas? This is not... this is comical at this part. And this is what I will say. Any black man that will say, I want to live in a diverse world with diverse thought with white folks, you, at the end of the day, I really feel you're not going to get the best shake. I think that black people understand this. I understand it. You ain't gonna get the best. You're not going to get the best end of the stick. And wherever white people are at, wherever you are at, you are going to somehow, especially if they get involved in your shit. And this is what white folks want to do. They like to get involved in nigga shit. Black folks. I'm going to say black people stuff. I don't want my say. I'm saying the N-word too much. African Americans, the Africans in the diaspora, if they get involved in our stuff, they will find a way to run it. And when they run it, it benefits them. It don't benefit us. When you let white folks into your stuff, they end up running it. And if they run it, it benefits them. It don't benefit you. They take it over. Then you have to come to them for shit. And you cannot do that with them. They must be left out. And that's the reason why I told you, and I'm going to tell you the same thing. That's why I don't get in this Polish ass out here. Because if I start getting some of this Polish pussy, I might not come back dealing with you niggas. I might be sold out. It'll be the mulatto sphere in here. And this is one of the reasons why it must be like crack. I could tell you have some of that white pussy, huh? You ain't got to answer. Don't incriminate yourself. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you, Chief.
Yeah.
See, I don't. That's not even you talking. That's that white pussy. It's good. I know it's good. That's why I don't want to hit it because I'll get a white girl and put her in a daishiki. I'm telling you. So this is what I'm telling you. You niggas make me sick. I'm so mad at Netflix. I can't believe they canceled it. Man, you know what? I hope they bring it back. And just so they can, I'm gonna call them Netflix, please. Bring that shit back and cancel on these niggas after the first episode. That's what I would do. Now we're gonna bring back season 4. First episode. We're sorry. We were just joking with you niggas. It's canceled. All right, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get back to the show. All right, so bro, so let me ask you this: do you think you're not afraid that?
O'Shea,
yeah.
1 second before your question.
Sure.
The first time I noticed a white person in dashiki, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was in Ghana. Okay, that would be me when I was probably 10 years old.
What did you think?
See, in Africa, right? It's I don't know. I think Ghana particularly, they feel good, okay, when the white man or the white person or the European, right, wears their stuff, okay, it gives them a sense of the acceptance. These people accept our stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It gives them this kind of peace in their heart that we don't need to try so hard to be like the European. Okay? They love it here anyway, you know. So that's what it is. And I'll tell you this, right? There was growing up. Okay, there was this old couple. Okay, it was an American man, and the wife was American as well. And the wife was white. Okay, and she was my junior brother's English teacher. Okay, like they were so old. Okay, I think they lived in the US before they moved to Ghana. But the man died at a very old age, and the woman stayed in Ghana and stayed there till we left. So I'm pretty sure she passed away in Ghana as well. Okay, so this is what it is in the Ghanaian society. They're so used to white people living there, and I don't see as a problem. White people don't run the government in Ghana. I'm pretty sure they sort of have a puppet government and they control affairs, but they don't meddle with the government policies. Whatever goes on is the Africans own doing. So I thought I'd just throw that in there.
Let me do this here real quick. 325 people watching. Now listen, guys. I thank you all for being here. Well, some of you niggas I can't stand that's in the chat room, like all 300 of y'all. So, but let me say this. I'm gonna shout out to some of the brothers on the super chat. East Afro dude, good work. I'll catch on the repeat. My brother, he in Canada, man. I love to do a show with you, brother. I love my African brothers, man. You know, I'm not one of them people that is just straight. I have my brother Weenie Bible lecture. I love my African brother. I like to hear what they got to say. McCall, is there any bad white women in Africa, or are they old and ugly? A lot of them old and ugly, but I did see some white girls with some pretty big asses, though. I was shocked. I'm like, damn, bitch, what are you working with? I'm like, damn, I almost wanted to sell out. I'm like, man, that plantain girl, you working with something. All right, okay, I was... Okay, St. Cammy, speak for yourself. I'm working a couple of comics right now. Let me see them, nigga. Thank you for your money, though. Appreciate you. Let me see what you're working with. I'll promote you. O'Shea, you're making this dude represent us bad. Get this nigga out of here. Who is he? Pan Afro Canem. Get your Pan African ass on the goddamn wall. I don't even know you, nigga. What are you talking about? This is this guy's opinion. Get him out of here. You're so goddamn dumb. You can't listen to other black people. That's what's wrong with you niggas. Get him out of here. Stupid motherfucker. You making him look bad. Oh, man, shut your ass up, nigga. Ain't nobody asked you a motherfucking thing. Stupid idiot. All right, bro. Where were we at?
Africans coexisting with Europeans.
Yeah, dog. That's a tough one. Let's talk about this. I mean, do you prefer, you personally? I know you live in Australia, right? Do you prefer? Do you see a difference in dating white women or black women in your personal opinion?
My personal opinion, when it comes to dating, okay, I love diversity. I love it. Probably it's my personal character or trait. I love being different. I don't always follow the crowd. You know, you people have a term for it like MGTOW, but it's not like that. I like to always be different. You know, so when it comes to dating, I'll date anybody who I feel would contribute to me. And for the most part, I like to learn. So if I would date someone, I want to date someone that I can learn something from. Okay, I hate to be bored. So if you are someone that is like me, I don't think I would necessarily be in good terms with you. Like I've tried.
That's interesting. Say it again. Say it again.
If you're someone who is like me, I don't think I'll be in good terms with you.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
If you black, I'm not fucking with you as a what you know. I wouldn't be if you're black.
Not necessarily. Not
Not necessarily.
necessarily.
Clarify that.
Not
So
necessarily.
we
Because
clarify it, player. Clarify it. Clarify it.
all right, part of my self realization, right? Part of my self education is knowing myself, knowing what I like, knowing my strengths, knowing where I function better, knowing what makes me happy and what makes me sad. So if you're someone who knows yourself, you know what to do, right? And if you don't know yourself, you always go by what people tell you, or you always feel compelled to do things out of emotion. Okay, and it will end up to your own detriment. Okay, so when you come to accept yourself as you are not only a black person, so I'm only a black person, so I need to be a black person, and it's a concrete thing that I need to do. It's not like that with me. Okay, I see everybody else as a human being, you know, and growing up in Australia where everything is very multicultural. Okay, I see in a potential partner, I see who is going to contribute to me. Okay, not everything you want is good for you. Okay, it's you go always go with what works for you. So this is what I see, and like I'll say, if it's an Asian girl that works for me, I'll go with that. I'm not gonna sacrifice my life, you know, and do everything possible for a black woman, okay, who is gonna make me feel miserable in the end. Like, where is the growth in that?
Okay.
You know, so
And likewise, an Asian woman who would make you feel miserable, or
exactly, yes.
okay, yeah, okay. So, so all right. So let me ask you this: y'all don't you set it off? Don't you set it off in the chat? Don't you set it off? Where's Anthony Brian Logan? I blame Anthony Brian Logan. Where is Anthony Brian Logan at? Get Anthony out of here. Okay, listen. So, let me ask you this. Let me get kind of deeper into this because have you dated black women in Australia? I mean, I don't know if there's a lot of them there, but I mean, have you?
I'll be honest with you,
Okay.
because coming from Africa, and you know, although the white people in Africa, like Chinese were already there. I went to school with them. They spoke Chinese. One of my best friends was Chinese. His father owned a window manufacturing company in China. He just loved me. This kid just loved me for me, you know, and yeah. So growing up in Africa, I always loved African women. I've always told my family like I would never be with anybody else than, you know, black women. African women are so beautiful. I like a big ass, like I was saying. I like a woman with big ass, nice curves, you know. Dark skin. The skin is really beautiful.
Working with.
Sorry.
They're working with something.
You know, black people got very, very nice skin, and the number one thing, you know, white people are jealous of black people in Australia is our skin. Okay, our skin is so conducive for the Australian environment because the sun here is so hot. Oh shit! Like in summer, right? When it's summer, I will be darker than this. Okay, that's how bad the sun is. And what's it called? Skin cancer is one of the biggest killers here of Europeans. You know, a lot of them go get spray tan, and they just love. There was a Sudanese. They made a video complaint about certain issues, and it was all over Facebook. And I was scrolling through the comments, and all they were commenting was, "Look at how beautiful their skin was. Look at how beautiful their skin was." And the South Sudanese are one of the darkest people in Africa, right? So everyone was just so amazed and at all with the skin color of these people. But yeah, like I love black women. I love women from Africa, but
I
it's
knew that butt was
something.
coming. I knew that butt was coming. I knew it was coming. Go ahead.
Of course, of course. With my experience with women, right? I believe that all women are the same, regardless of skin color. Because my first approach to a woman in Australia, okay, was a Ghanaian girl, very dark, beautiful girl, okay, and she didn't want me. I'll be honest, she didn't want me, and she recently got married. Actually, she married another guy from the Caribbean. But yeah, and we remained friends, right? But she just didn't want me, okay. And then my next attempt was with an African American girl from Philadelphia, okay.
Okay.
And the first time we met, right? Okay, she told me I was too dark.
Mm-hmm.
She told me I was too dark, and I'm like, oh, excuse me, So it just fizzled out. We were friends for a while, and then we just got disconnected. So when it comes to African women here, they never smile at me for some reason.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'll make an attempt to say hi, but they'll never give back the same energy. When there are other group of women, okay, white women or white girls are happy to see you. They smile. Their first contact with you is a smile. They smile. You can't resist not smiling. You can't resist not saying hi. And the next, they'll make the first move to get your number, the first move to be your friend. So the next thing you realize, you're in bed with them.
Okay, let me do this. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish your point.
Yeah, I think I've finished, but I'm just saying that, because also to start off with, the women I mean, black people in Australia, the population of black people in Australia is very, very small. So your chances of meeting women, is limited to white women. So they give you the better choice or option for a better companion. So this is what it is.
Okay,
So,
I'm gonna tell you what.
Yeah.
You are 1,000% right. If you don't like it in the chat, fuck off. He ain't lying. He telling the goddamn truth about y'all. This is the fucking truth. What he's saying is the goddamn truth. Every black man in that chat knows that he's telling the truth. And you black women know he's telling the fucking truth. Don't lie. It's not an excuse. He's telling the fucking truth. This is how you motherfuckers act. This ain't no goddamn lie. Get everybody out of here. Everybody. George, you're getting your ass out of here too. Everybody to the wall. Let's go. Now. Get him out of here. This nigga ain't lying on this. Wall. Everybody. Go. Get him out of here. He ain't lying. He telling the truth. You delusional motherfuckers. Get him out of here. Facts. I'm a buster. Your mama's a buster, bitch. Get your ass out of here, nigga. Your last name is Adair. What nigga last name is Adair? That sounds like a motherfucking marshmallow filled donut. Adair. I dare you to say something else. Get your ass on that wall, nigga. Fuck wrong with you? Get rid of everybody for like the next 2 minutes. He's right. I'm sorry. See, here's the problem. See, this is what's wrong with black women and black America and African women. This shit goes on all across the world. It's the same story everywhere. This dude ain't lying. So y'all don't want to talk about the truth. This is the truth. White women are, I'm not saying they're better, but they are easier to talk to, more friendly from what you've experienced. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. So here you have, this is why y'all lose y'all best black men. You don't want to call a coon? No. This ain't cool. This is, y'all force niggas. This is how y'all act. Motherfuckers try to fuck with you. This is what happens. He's telling the truth. I gotta defend him. And y'all, and even though, well, shit, and I'm an ugly nigga, so you know I be getting shot down. Okay, so I white girls is really like where I should really be. So I have to work extra hard to stay with you black motherfuckers. All right, that's enough timing out. Let him come back. Y'all know it's the truth. It's the truth. You know, y'all create y'all own dudes that don't want to fuck with y'all. Do you want to get mad? That's not true. Just say you like white girls. No, man, this is this is the truth. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
Let me tell you something, okay? For white people, right? Mm-hmm. It's something. Okay, people say white people are colorblind. Okay, I've said it too before. Because a lot of the time, people call me black, and I'm like, I'm not black. Look at me, I'm so brown. Like I'm the brownest person you can ever see. Why do you call me black? And I'm like, are you colorblind? You know. So, you know, these people, they can be genuine if they want to be. Okay. And like I stated before, everyone is a product of their society or the environment, right? Because there's no competition here in Australia for the white person. So the white person is complacent. Okay. At the end of the day, the white person knows that, hey, I'm richer than you, or I'm more comfortable. Actually, it's not the case, because here in Australia, everyone has equal opportunities. You can work and get whatever you want to get. And, you know, basically, Australia likes to promote equality for all. You know, so when you're with somebody in Australia, okay, at least everyone is bringing the same thing to the table, like something similar to the table. So everyone meets in the middle. But white people actually, right, in Australia, see black people as very, very beautiful. Okay, and Oshay, you can pull the most beautiful, gorgeous white woman in Australia.
Wait, okay. My ugly ass? Oh shit! Wait, hold on. You like where you glasses? Oh shit! Wait, where you? Australia? I'm about to start. Hold on, all you women in the chat. If y'all don't give me no ass, y'all got a month to let me fuck. If I don't get no black pussy by the end of this year, I can't promise you nothing. You Negro-ettes nothing in 2019. You better give it up now. Give me the ass today. I need it now. If I don't get that coochie by December 31st, 2018 at 11:59 p.m. by one of you female moderators or one of you subscribers, I'm done. There's going to be the mulatto sphere, the sellout sphere, the Kuna sphere. I'm going to have nothing but white models in the background and shit. The thirst box will be nothing but white women on there. All on my website, Negro Manosphere, nothing but white girls with no booty. Nelly Minor, if you better give me some of that ass. Y'all got until get it together. Y'all better get y'all tickets to Poland. I'm letting you know. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. Like, I've got a cousin here in Ghana, in Australia, right? I would say he's the ugliest looking dude, okay? And he's got himself like the most gorgeous looking Russian girl ever. Like she was even born in Russia. No, I think she was born here. Her parents are from Russia. Okay, and she is drop dead gorgeous, right? And my cousin is with this girl, and we all like, look, what are you doing with him? Like he's so ugly. What is this guy? He's black as night. You know, he's this and that. But it's like, I love my man, and I'm like, are you serious? So we all like, oh, yeah. But it's nice to see like my family. There's a huge I've got a huge family here in Australia. Okay, and I would say 90% of my family here are married to black women, and it's only the younger generation that are sort of like um, um, mixing. But what's that? Oh shit! All right, okay. So yeah, when it comes to white women in Australia, I don't think they see race as an issue. Or if you have a beautiful, welcoming nature, they'll love you regardless of your looks. Yeah, that's what I'll say.
My bad. I had to take a piss.
Oh, right, okay.
The white
I
man had
didn't
his
know
foot on
that.
my bladder.
I could have kept going.
Oh no, keep going, dog. Keep going.
Yeah, so I'm not trying to promote white people here. Uh, I'm trying to promote to you a better way of life. Okay, especially African Americans. My channel is dedicated to you. Promoting Australia, especially where Australia has a very low population of black people. Okay, my channel is promoting African Americans to come to Australia. You know, with the American passport, you are favorable here. You know, you'll be picked before anybody else. And already there are African Americans living here. In Australia. So if America is not conducive for you, and by the looks of it, from all the images we see, over the internet, or on TV, Australia is the best place for you. Australians love black people, and it's yeah, it's a beautiful place here. So yeah. So if you are thinking otherwise, please excuse my thoughts because I am just a product of my environment, and this is how I grew up.
Oh, hold on 1 second, brother. One of these Negroes said, this is funny. He writes, hold on, let me read it in my white guy voice. Oshay Duke, I was gonna donate, then you time me out 10 times. My response is, make it 11, motherfucker, to the wall. I don't need your goddamn money. Get your ass over there. Fuck that donation. I want your funky ass $5, nigga. The hell wrong with you? You think I need your goddamn donation? Do I look like a nigga that give a fuck about your donation, nigga? Who the fuck do you think I'm talking about? Get your ass to the goddamn wall, motherfucker. Do I give a fuck about your goddamn funky ass $10 or $1 or $2, nigga? My people take care of me. God damn it. I don't need your little funky ass donate. To the wall. Let's go. Make it 11. And come back and comment and make it 12, God damn it. Make it 13. Get to stepping to the wall. Get him up. Your musty ass. Motherfucker, like I care about your goddamn. I don't know how you niggas think you gonna hold your little super chat over me. Yeah, I was gonna donate. Like I'm thirsty for your donation. I'm not thirsty for your support, nigga. A lot of niggas fuck with me. Get to the wall. What the fuck wrong with you? You can't pull your support from me. Shit, the brothers love me. I'm Oshay Duke Jackson, Hall of Fame. On Mount Niggamore. Mount Niggamore. Do you know Mount Niggamore is, dog? Chief Dryno.
Yeah, sorry.
You ever heard of Mount Niggamore?
No.
I haven't heard of it either. But goddamn it, I'm on it. You don't tell me shit. Get to stepping. Get him up. Dusty ass nigga, don't you ever come in here in your goddamn life talking about like I need your little funky ass super chat, nigga. Shut your motherfucking ass up. Shout out to my boy Stephon Robinson, Collard Green Fund. Thank you, brother. God bless you. Hotep. Roster C. Will, just showing support. Phillips Kynes. Oshay, could you be with the fine white woman who was brought up among sophisticated black women and be for your people? No. Because see, if I start fucking them, I'm not gonna come back. That's just what it is. Where I'm at right now in my life, if I start, I ain't gonna stop. Because I was out the other night, and the devil was tempting me because these white women was looking good, and the whiteness was overcoming. And I'm like, if I start, because see the reason why I won't start, I live over here. So I live over here, and I'm gonna be over here for the 2 years. So if I start, it's like crack. You can't stop that shit when you start. And I'm getting tired of jacking off every night, goddamn it, to these goddamn porn. Appreciate Everett Walker. Appreciate the content and video drop shit, but this dude here is wilding. Saint Cammy, do I just email the comic to you? Yes. Email to me at planetoshay@gmail.com. And so yeah, I'm for real. And I'm in the European Union too. And I'd be just doing too much tricking. Y'all niggas know. If I start and it's gonna be crazy. What'd you say?
I wanted to respond to a comment in the chat. Okay. One person was saying that when I said African Americans should come to Australia, one person said Africans in the diaspora should go to Africa and develop Africa, right? Okay. Well, you can't in a world of this level of economics, right? You cannot just go to Africa empty-handed. Okay. Africa does not need you to come there empty-handed. Okay. Africa is expecting African Americans or Africans in the diaspora or everybody else to come to Africa to help Africa develop. Okay, so if the small amount of money you take from the diaspora to Africa, you can do a lot with it. Okay, but this is my thing. Okay, with Australia, I say African Americans should come to Australia. Australia is a very young nation. It's very small. The population is very small, and it's growing. Okay, in the next 20 years, okay, it's a government initiative to increase the population of Australia. Okay, so preferably the people that the government wants here are Europeans. Okay, but a lot of Europeans don't want to come here because it's too damn hot here. It's too hot for them. They don't want to be cooked here. So you get a lot of Asians coming in, but still the gate is closed. It's very, very tight for Asians to come here. Okay, but with African Americans, with your American passport, it's easy for you to come here. And there's a plethora of jobs here for everybody, you know, to succeed. And here you can see Australia as a place where you can make a lot of money. Okay, you can live a very, very good life, a very fulfilling life. Okay, if you don't want to stay here, okay, come do business. Okay, build your business. Imagine 20 years of business have grown, and your business will grow if you put in work. Okay, if you don't want to take this money and go back home, go back to Africa and build. And this is my goal. Okay, I'm not gonna retire here. Okay, I'm not gonna retire here. I'm gonna establish businesses in Africa. I'm gonna build businesses in Africa, and that'll be the least I would do. So I've got long-term goals and stuff like that. So I'm just encouraging African Americans to expand, beyond the horizon in terms of how to make money.
Okay. Let me shout out to the brother, man, that super chatted here a little bit earlier. UC South Africa NY. If his world is about diversity and multiculturalism, then why would he need to be pro-black? Doesn't make sense.
Okay.
We want to answer that one?
I could try.
Okay. It's a fair question.
Yeah. Okay. Being pro-black, okay. I see it as an individual like a personal trait, okay. I am pro-black because I am pro-black man. Okay. I love everything about myself. I love black people. I see and promote blackness. Okay. Okay. That is me. Anyone who meets me knows that this is what I do. But at the same time, okay, me being pro-black doesn't mean that I see everyone else as inferior.
Okay.
Okay. I can coexist with everybody else in me being pro-black. Okay. It won't change anything about me. It's just a personal, you know, choice. Okay. But when it comes to if you mean being pro-black, meaning that I promote only black and then shun everything non-black, it wouldn't be the case. So I hope I have satisfied some people here.
Okay. All right. And we have Oladapo Ekaredolu. That sounds like he's a Yoruba. Nigeria might go crazy. They never going to make a white man a chief. All right. Again, what time is it in Australia, man? It's almost like 2 a.m, right?
Yeah, it's 2:30 actually.
2:30. All right, let me say this. Truth,
but I am very awake. I'm surprised.
That's these Negroes. Truth Teller 410. Peace and hotep, brother. Thank you, my brother, Truth Teller. Fly guy, and Truth Teller, I got a spot for you tonight on the show, bro. Get in where you fit in. Haters not gonna be there when your blood pressure going through the roof and she fucking on the side. Functional relationship, bro. Thank you, brothers, man. Again, intense show today. I mean, like, again, y'all know the reasons why I can have these shows, okay? Let me tell you what it is. Let me brag on myself. I wouldn't say I have extraordinary YouTube talent, but I have extraordinary nigga patience. See? Go buy you some on niggazon.com. Yeah, buy you some patience. Niggazon. Not Amazon, Niggazon. That's why I can have these shows and I get so upset because some of y'all couldn't do this. I have black YouTube patience. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can have these shows. Black YouTube patience. Go buy you some. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, y'all niggas need to go buy you some. And we got to be able to understand that everybody don't think like you think. And it's not for you every time when you have an interview to attack other people's ideas or to try to embarrass people. That's just not what I do. Okay. The brother thinks differently than me. I think differently than him. At the end of the day, what can me and you both agree on? All right. This is what I'm trying to teach you, Negroes. The Negro in America, the Negro in Africa, whatever. These are the tough conversations that we need to have because we have people like this in our community. And you have people who love Africa, who love the black community, but we're not all thinking the same. So we cannot attack people and embarrass people because they don't think like we are. Everybody is entitled to their own say. They're entitled to their opinion. And this is how you build relationships with people. This is how you build relationships with Africa. This is how Africa can build relationships with us. So this is what I want to see going forward in black media. Making people feel comfortable and you niggas getting out your goddamn feelings and let people say things that this is the reason why this is why my channel works like it does. I don't have a lot of subscribers like some people, but what I can say is I'll let people say what they need to say. And this is what I think that we need to be able to do that if you could have a discussion, because everybody's going to get tired of hearing the same echo chamber. You already know how I feel about the situation. How does he feel? Awareness for Chris says, I'm married to a white woman in the M Pro community. Boy, I cannot wait for that show we got on Thursday. That's going to be a crazy show. Yeah, I think he had one of his best videos, like, why I will never marry a white woman again. I'm like, dog, you still married? And here's the video up. I'm like, she ain't put you out yet. But anyways, so I want to thank you for coming on, brother Chief Dryno. I know that it's 84 minutes. Anything that you want to say to your new fans? Because after this, it's gonna get a lot of replays. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is my first time of being on a big stage like this. You can see my nerves are through the roof. But this is what I like to do. I like to put myself out there in the spotlight because I feel like there aren't enough of us doing this, especially here in Australia. Considering the Black community is very small, and Black people like to keep to themselves when every society advances past them. Oshay made a comment, early on. He said, wherever we find ourselves as Black people, we always get the short end of the stick. Is that what you said, Oshay?
Yes.
Yes. So it's only because we don't participate like we should. If you sit down and do nothing, other people decide your fate. People make decisions for you. Okay, so you need to put yourself out there and control your own destiny. If you don't do that, people will do that for you. So, and I am usually very quiet. I really don't like to talk and put myself out there much, but I just find it very necessary. I have a lot of knowledge. I have a ton of knowledge that I can share, and I think I do have very good communicative skills, and I love building bridges between people. I love making friends. I love building relationships and mending relationships. So this is what I do. And this is what I've started to do, and I find YouTube as a really good platform to do this. So yeah, I'm very fortunate that I have met really good people like Oshay and Watermaya. Even though Oshay and I started off, not on the right foot, but I mean, look, Dynas and I are really good together, but I've not been on Dyna's show yet. So it's really interesting that Oshay and I started off on a bad note, but here I am doing a show with Oshay, but soon I should be on with Dynas as well, and we will talk Africa, and that'll be my zone.
That's funny. So, just like one of my moderators, Freelance. It's crazy because some guys you don't even know are interested in this. They don't say nothing. I see Carlos and Freelance and shit on Hangouts. I'm like, Freelance be doing Hangouts? Like, man, nigga, you didn't tell me. So I'm sure that that Dynas probably didn't even know that you even had an interest. JB, why are you oranging me? To the wall, Negro. Don't you ever in your life at me, get him out of here. Let's go. Come on. Somebody get him out of here. Let's go. It's never the at symbol, Negro. What's wrong with you? This ain't no at zone. Wall. Thank you, Naima. Get your ass out of here, nigga. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, T. Kelly, you say
better have some goddamn sense. Go ahead.
Yeah, T. Kelly was saying that went on to Dynas hear me talking about white people. I'm pretty sure Dynas will understand because I live in Australia, and Dynas knows where I stand when it comes to white people. In our struggle as Black people, okay, we've not. It's not only been by ourselves, okay. White people have died for us as well, and other groups of people have died for our liberation, for us to have this freedom that we have today. So, it's better to have allies than have enemies. That's what I say. So if someone comes to you with a genuine, proposal, you should accept it. you shouldn't trust people until they prove themselves worthy of your trust. Okay, even if it comes to love, you can love, but you can differentiate. Okay, and trust someone if they're worthy of it, but you can possibly love everybody else. So this is what I'll say to that.
Doug, moderator of the whole entire Black universe on YouTube, he says, "Thank you, Mr. Wonderful. Black man, what would you do if there's no black women that live near you for hundreds of thousands of miles away?" Shit, you know, we know what you niggas will do. Y'all will fuck anything. So he ain't even. No. Black men will fuck anything. Don't matter if there's no women around. Black men will be going around fucking trees and trash cans, nigga, and teddy bears, and y'all. Let me just say this. Okay, this is my problem with black men in their dating things. This Nigerian Independence Day party that we had last week. Boy, some of the fattest white women, I'm telling you. You niggas. I'm just telling you what I be seeing, y'all. Y'all don't have no preference, man. Black women, it's like Reggie Miller. They said, the Reggie Miller, you know, who remembers Reggie Miller in the NBA? They used to talk about Reggie Miller, said that he never saw a shot he didn't like on the basketball court. That's y'all. Y'all fuck them tall, short, fat, don't matter. No legs, retarded, in a wheelchair. I bet she got a fat ass though if she got that wheelchair. Yeah, boy. What whites are already doing that, Oshay? Eric, I don't give a fuck. I want to talk to you. Get him out of here. Who the fuck is you, nigga? I don't know who you are. Hold on a second. Who's Rusatsi? Nigga, what kind of name is that? You ain't even black. Get him out of here. What kind of name is that? Get his ass out of here. I don't even know a nigga with last name with a Rusat something. You rude to the wall, motherfucker. Coming here talking that shit. Nigga, what kind of name is that? Are you Russian? Get your spy ass over here, nigga. Shout out to Dwayne. Yeah, man. Come here with these weird ass names, man. Is that an African name? Rutsatsi? Who was that? You know this nigga? Chief.
Yeah.
What kind of name is Rutsatsi, man? What is that?
Oh, I don't even know, Oshay.
That might be it's an African name, but you better identify yourself, fool. You over here in Black America YouTube. You don't got no pull over here, player. You get that work on this channel. Hey, we might niggas run Black YouTube. Y'all better get it straight. We ain't playing around. Somebody said Turkish. Yeah, y'all gonna get that work. We're talking that shit. So, anyways, bro, thank you for coming on, man. I really appreciate you. I appreciate all of y'all. Y'all know I'll be just bullshitting with y'all, man. We have a good time. All the people who got timed out, y'all know I love you, man. I got to give you that work. Y'all know I'm bipolar. All right, I got to give you that work. But yes, sir. Yes, sir, player. Huh?
Is your birthday in June?
No, April.
You can't be bipolar.
Yeah, but I've been dealing with these black folks a lot.
All right, okay.
Yeah, so this is why I'm gonna stop doing shows because these niggas.
Black people.
Yeah, they're crazy, dog. You can't have nothing with them. So I gotta leave them alone. But listen, love all of y'all. Don't want to live near none of you, but love you. Okay, good to see you from afar. Thank you, brother Chief Dryno, for this show. Shout out to my man Dynast Amir for introducing me to you on his channel. He's doing a lot of great work. I had a Weenie Baba on yesterday live in Ghana. This brother is in Australia. So, these brothers are really giving us diverse content over here. And this is what we need. We need diverse content, maybe not white women, but diverse content. Right. All right. But thanks again, brother. I appreciate you for coming on. And we'll see you guys tonight. Pan African. Oh, damn, you actually did have some money, dog. $20. I thought you was playing, bro. I feel bad for timing you out all them times, nigga. I'm sorry. God bless you, brother. Thank you for all that money. You rich. Yeah. Dwayne, thank you. All right. See you later, brothers. Peace out. Thanks, bro.
Okay.